Hello everyone, this is Derek Davis from Jurassic Time, and here we are with another one of my live recordings. You guys seem to like the last one, so I thought, why not continue? So I'm just going to get right to it. We are looking at some newly revealed toys from Jurassic World Rebirth, and as you see on the screen right now, what a shock. It is literally pretty much a scene from the novel of the T-Rex at the lagoon, but in this case it is breaking up the shed at the dock. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so we will just get right to it. I'm also going to read some of the official descriptions from the website for LEGO to tell you what they say about it. And there's some other toys we'll look at too. So first we will look at the T-Rex River Escape dinosaur from LEGO. Now, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has been a staple of the blockbuster Jurassic World franchise since 1993. With this set, you can roleplay as the two minifigures of Teresa Delgado and Xavier Dobbs as they try to escape the T-Rex attack. Xavier can explore the surroundings, even finding a broken dinosaur egg, while Teresa inflates the boat on the dock. But as soon as they hear that roar, they'd better hop in the boat and get back to the ATV. The molded T-Rex with movable arms, legs, tail, head, and jaw is capable of fully destroying the shed all by itself, but you'll have to provide the iconic roar yourself. So, let's have a closer look at this. So, it's interesting to see how they described the scene compared to the novel. Because in the novel, they're not trying to, get anywhere except to the visitor center. But in this, it says they're trying to get to the ATV. So, yeah, not really sure exactly the context. But then again, something to take into account for all these toys we're going to look at is that you're not necessarily going to see exactly how they're portrayed here on the screen. There's definitely liberties taken, especially if you look back into history for the other Jurassic Park entries. The toys do not accurately depict the movies quite often. So definitely a grain of salt with all of this, but it's still just really cool to see this iconic scene from the novel depicted in some way. I will say though that I do wish that the raft was yellow instead of this orange color, because then it would be more like Jurassic Park The Ride's yellow raft, the original Jurassic Park The Ride, and the one that's still in Orlando and Japan. But, again, this could just be a Lego Liberty. It could very well be yellow in the movie. We have not seen any images or footage of the raft at all, so keep that in mind. But yeah, and the shed looks pretty simple. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine the shed compared to the novel as well, so, whatever, it's fine. In the storyboards, it was just like a white square building, nothing interesting, so yeah, let's have some more pictures of this. A closer look at everything. There's them on the ATV. I'm interested to know the context of the two characters and the story behind them. We all just hope that the girl is not like Lex at all, like any of the girl characters, the kid characters at all. I mean, we don't want someone going like, "Hey, stupid dinosaur," on the raft while they're trying to get away. Anyway, so yeah, you got the little shed right here with the cute little yellow oars. At least those are yellow. But yeah, and it's got like a little frog on the boat there. It's pretty nice. And here's a girl playing with the set. Of course, with Lego, you can rearrange everything however you want. Some more pictures of that there. But yeah, that's pretty much the set. But I am just excited that they are depicting this scene. It's almost like a dream come true for people who are fans of the novel. But there's actually more of the river sequence from a different toy set. We also have the Micro Adventures T-Rex playset. So the very brief write-up that we have from that is, prop open the dino head-shaped playset to reveal a miniature world of fun inspired by the movie settings. So there you go, it says, inspired by the movie settings. Excuse me. So, here we go. Oh my god. Allergies today, I'm telling you. So, this head is propped open here. And of course, this is a T-Rex head. It looks a bit different than the T-Rex that we saw in the trailer. Doesn't look nearly as interesting in this toy form. So, there you go, another difference right away. But there's a side view of it. And I see we have a T-Rex, it looks like, and the Quetzalcoatlus, and it looks like an Ankylosaur, but that could be wrong. So here we go. I wanted to show the closer looks here. If you see in the lower left, it is a hadrosaur head popping out of the water. So actually, let's go back a couple images, see if I can zoom in. So yeah, you see it just kind of right there in the water. Now, there were some leaked photos of the parasaur from Dominion, actually. It was like a stand-in prop head or body from Dominion that was used for Rebirth. And seeing this toy, putting it in the water like this is very reminiscent to how it's used in Jurassic Park the ride, or even the current Jurassic World the ride. It's still there the same way, which is interesting. They kept that. So I am wondering if that kind of event happens during the river sequence in the movie, like the hadrosaurs in the water, it comes out just like in the ride, which is like a complete full circle if that happens. Because, you know, as many may know, Jurassic Park the ride was made while the movie was in production. It was all kind of done at the same time, even though the ride didn't open for, you know, several years after the movie in 1996, I believe. So it is cool to see it come full circle. It's like not only are we getting that sequence from the novel that inspired the ride, but now we're getting, you know, that scene finally depicted properly in the movie. Because again, some people claim, oh, well, we kind of had a scene like that in Jurassic Park 3, but you know, that was on a boat. That was on a boat, not a raft. To me, a raft is a lot more, I guess, scary, because it's just a thin piece of rubber between you and the water. You know what I mean? Instead of like the hard exterior of the boat, and you're just lower to the surface of the water. And it's just a lot scarier to me, a lot more vulnerable. Anyway, so I just think it's so cool if this is accurate, but I don't know. I'm getting a good feeling. And if you notice, see, the T-Rex is next to some skeletons. We'll go back to the other picture. And it looks like the T-Rex is trapped under the skeleton. I don't know if that's going to happen in the movie. That would be interesting, that a skeleton would trap a T-Rex or any other kind of dinosaur. But let me go back. And the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because the T-Rex is by its kill in the novel and in the storyboards. It's next to a killed hadrosaur, actually. And I wonder if that's also going to be the case here. At some point, it's going to be, the T-Rex is going to be next to, you know, its kill or something. They have to get past it there. I also do love these waterfalls up here. I mean, there is one waterfall in the novel that they go over at the very end of their river journey. But this would be a beautiful scene to see several waterfalls like this. So we'll see if that actually happens in the movie. So, like I was saying a few moments ago, here's the hadrosaur. I guess the little hadrosaur toy goes back and forth on this little track in the water. So the fact that it has like a play feature, to me, kind of solidifies its importance in the movie. Hopefully. It makes the case stronger at least, but again, toys take liberties, so we really do not know for sure. So now we're going to go to something a little different here. The Raptor Off-Road Escape Velociraptor. And the write-up for that from LEGO. So here's the writer from LEGO. Help Ruben and Isabella load baby Dolores and Aquilops into their off-road vehicle and make your getaway before the clever Velociraptor can catch them. It's a 285-piece set that includes off-road vehicle and a tracking device, a bush with a push scare effect, and a Velociraptor figure with a movable jaw. Hopefully you'll race away in time, but don't celebrate too early. If Jurassic World has taught us anything, it is that you should never underestimate a Velociraptor. And in the product page notes beyond the official website page for all the products, it also says the baby Dolores pet dinosaur figure. So, as we take a look at this set, you see the baby Aquilops, you know, by the girl, and she's holding a little licorice, actually. So, I wonder if they actually do feed it licorice in the movie. You know, I don't know if that's really healthy for dinosaur, but you know, if it likes it, it likes it, I guess. But we'll get to that a little bit more. But the reason why I even bring this set up is because it mentions the Aquilops as kind of like a pet or like a companion little dinosaur. You see more pictures of it being played here. But yeah, the reason why I even mention it in connection to the novel is because in the novel, people forget about Clarence, which was a small velociraptor, a baby velociraptor that they come across at the end of the river journey, actually, after they go behind the waterfall and go into this building behind it to go back to the visitor center. So I think Grant tranquilizes the baby raptor and he takes it with him like in a little cage. And then at the very end of the novel, after the climax has happened, they use it to kind of track where the raptor den is on the island so they can count the raptors, which is not my favorite part of that novel. I feel like it's just an unnecessary extension after the climax. That's just my opinion. But Lex nicknames the baby raptor Clarence, and it is almost like a dinosaur that is kind of guiding them in a way. So I wonder if this Aquilops Dolores is the same. So we'll see about that. I think most people, when they heard about like a companion pet dinosaur like Dolores, they were kind of thinking more along the lines of the baby Triceratops, Ralph. But I don't know. I feel like the way it's worded and everything, it will be more interesting than that. So this is actually further conveyed with the Primal Protector Aquilops Dolores. And the write-up for that is, bring the human and dinosaur interactions from Jurassic World Rebirth home with this Primal Protector Aquilops Dolores, inspired by the relationship between Isabella and her companion dinosaur in the movie. This interactive dinosaur toy reacts positively to petting, has a tail-activated Protect action mode, and is ready to chomp on a licorice treat. So the fact that this is the second toy to feature licorice kind of confirms to me, at least, that licorice does appear in the movie to be fed to this dinosaur. And then, as you can see, it has this cute little jump feature there. And there we are, feeding the Aquilops the licorice. And then just holding it in your palm of your hand. So, yeah. And I can't help but think, I wonder if Universal's going to have like a product merchandise tie-in with, you know, one of the licorice brands. Or maybe like a fruit roll-up brand or something. So definitely be on the lookout for that kind of product tie-in when the movie comes out, or even before. But yeah, so again, I think the way that product description is worded, especially for this Primal Protector Dolores, that we're going to see something more interesting than just, oh, you know, Lex riding the baby Triceratops, which, you know, I never liked that. That's not even in the novel. People forget. That was just in storyboards for the movie. That was an idea conceptualized for the movie that just didn't happen. But in the book, Lex never rides the baby Triceratops. She talks about wanting to ride it, but she doesn't actually ride it. So anyway, those are the major connections of these toys with the novel ideas. But there is one more I want to look at that has a connection to Trespasser, which I know a lot of people on this channel like, and this is the Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus Air Mission Dinosaur set from Lego. And let's get the write-up for that here. There's aerial drama in this 984-piece set that takes place at an ancient temple where Zora Bennett, Martin Krebs, Dr. Henry Loomis, and Duncan Kincaid have gone to find a Quetzalcoatlus nest. But they'd better be careful. Dinosaurs can get angry, especially when they're young or threatened. Plus, there's an ancient temple with a waterfall, a trap with falling axes, collapsing columns, a nest, and eggs. There's also a toy helicopter, truck toy, syringe case, 3 syringes, and more. The temple pillars can be made to fall. The waterfall opens and pulling the chain on the temple's walls triggers a trap. So I find this set very interesting for the Mayan temple, obviously. And we saw some of this in the trailer, so we know this, is loosely how it is in terms of like depicting like an ancient temple, having the nest in there and everything. So we know they go in there. I don't know if the movie will have any of these traps that it was mentioning, but if you have ever played Trespasser or seen videos of people playing Trespasser, you will know that when you go to the ancient ruins in that game, there are definitely walls you can walk past where the ruins will fall on you. And it's kind of scary, especially if you don't know that's going to happen at the time. And so I wonder if there's any inspiration from that at all. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I mean, I'm sure that happens in a lot of games at this point and everything, but I feel like it already has that tie to Jurassic with the ruins and, traps and things falling on you and everything. No idea if we'll see any of this in the movie. It would be really fun if we had at least something like that happen. Very Indiana Jones, which it already feels very Indiana Jones in some of the cinematography that we've seen from that moment. So yeah, that's basically my quickish little talk about all these toys and connections to aspects from the novel and slightly beyond. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want, I'll still do more of these when I feel like there's something to talk about. But yeah, who else is excited for Rebirth? And do you think these toys will be accurate in at least certain ways to what we will see in the movie? Leave your comments and have a good one.